gas and shit again. Bitch big and pregnant. But I been mothering this motherfucker. No. I might be on a hiatus, but bitch, I never left. The fuck? I've been the big Don, biggest one since Teflon. Come up off your nigga, little bitch, I'm tryna test one. Tell him hit my cell though, play him like a cello. Leave him in the dust and smoking like a cigarillo. Your daddy been a rat, he probably raising down the tello. But I got the sentiment since I was a Seminole. So what's the incident leading up to subliminal? My record clean, but my ego hella criminal. Results be hella heavy, but for real, my effort minimal. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. Got gritty niggas in the truck that don't play about me. They got reasons to be mad, I can name about 3. But if we get to naming shit, then that blick might squeeze, nigga. But I don't want no problems, shake it like it's Harlem. Own what y'all own, best you get like me. Cause it ain't no second guessing who this bitch might be. My nigga 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Knocking on your chest, my niggas knocking at your door. Niggas from the 5 grad A lines. Best if you rewind, cause we looking out for minds, nigga 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Knocking on your chest, my niggas knocking at your door. My niggas from the 5 grad A lines. Best if you rewind, cause we looking out for minds, nigga. Who like me? Ain't no guessing who the truth might be. Ain't gotta ask who the dupe might be. If Shay ain't named as your best, you wrong as 2 right feet. Laying ratio and shit, it ain't no group like me. I'm staying planted, standing on my shit, I be the hottest on the planet. Can't stand it cause they take a bitch for granted, and it's granted. Stay solid cause I'm harder than some granite. Stay sharp up in the mind, they call me Shannon. Speak your piece or pop your shit. For real, you bitches be some duds, you ain't popping shit. They could never piss me off, they need to pot the piss. Ain't no room for boosie bitches, better stop that shit. Leave me alone, best leave me alone. My brothers coming with the static like the TV on. Steady moving with a mission is what we be on. Coming for these bitches' heads like I'm we be gone. My nigga 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Knocking on your chest, my niggas knocking at your door. Niggas from the 5 grad A lines. Best if you rewind, cause we looking out for minds, nigga 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Knocking on your chest, my niggas knocking at your door. My niggas from the 5 grad A lines. Best if you rewind, cause we looking out for minds, nigga. Best if you rewind, fine. Cause we looking out for minds, nigga. Best if you rewind. Looking out for minds, nigga.
All right, yeah. Now, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? You're now tuned in to another episode of This or That podcast. As always, I'm your host, Alexander the Great. I got a real special guest with me today, man. I'm actually a super fan of this person. Very talented young lady from the town, actually nominated for Kansas City People's Choice Awards. So make sure y'all go run the votes up for her. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me, my boy Alexander. So I am Shay Lyriq, the Illi City motherfucking angel. What's the deal, y'all? As he said, I am nominated for Best Female Rapper at the Kansas City People's Choice Awards. I'm excited about that. I got a lot of shows coming up, new music and more, for sure.
Okay. For sure. I appreciate you for coming on, man. You know, I'm happy to have you here. Been a fan
Glad
for
to
you for
be
a few
here.
years. Yeah, for sure. So as we always like to do, we just jump into it, man, and start trying to just get the background on artists. So if you would like to start at what made you become an artist, like what got you into rapping and doing hip hop?
So I've been around music really like my whole life, and I've always been into things that's creative. But what really I feel like pushed me to really want to try it, just riding around with my dad, just going through different catalogs and music, and just basking in a moment when it comes to music, and just having a good time with my pops, and understanding like music, and just all of those things in one. And me growing up in a musical family has something to do with that as well, and seeing like my older cousins be rappers and things like that. um it was just around me. It's in me for real.
Okay, that's what's up. So what part of the town did you grow up in?
I'm from South KC.
Okay,
So
so you're from out south. Well, you do got that out south song too, yeah. So you represent from out south.
Oh yeah, so I'm from the Ruskin area.
Okay. So what age do you think it was before you like actually start like writing and doing your own music?
I remember writing songs when I was like a little girl, but when I first started taking it like okay, I'm going to make it rhyme, I'm going to like actually put emphasis on the song was the ninth grade. That was the first time I ever wrote. And so I would say like around high school era is when I started being like, oh my goodness, like rap just seems like the way to go. Like I want to be a
Okay.
rapper. Like it just
Okay.
sounds fun.
Nice. And you say you started at high school, so I know back. I don't know. Around that time, was they like still doing it like in the cafeteria where they had the people beating on the tables and stuff, or like how did it go in high school with the rapping?
Oh yeah. So I never partook in any of that, but it was always entertaining to watch. Like we'll be like on the back of the bus, like having fun. Every morning somebody making a beat on the bus and like the boys in the back freestyling. Shout out to my boy Travis. He was the main one freestyling in the back. But no, just listening to new music coming out and like having nostalgia moments with old music. Just being a lot of times I was a quiet kid, so I would be walking around with headphones in like 95% of the time. And so I'm just listening to music, just, you know, embracing it and just soaking up game of what happened before me and what's currently happening. Because when I was in high school, that's when Kendrick came out, you know, YG,
Okay.
Wale, J.
Okay.
Cole, all of them came out when I was like in eighth, ninth grade.
Okay. So that was like what the early 2000s or something like that,
Oh,
roughly
like the 2010s. Like I started high school in
2010s.
yeah, like 2012. I started high school.
Okay. So that was yeah, that's 2000 era. So do you feel like that genre of music? Did you like that genre of music better than the old school? Because I feel like you got kind of like an old school flavor with your stuff. So
I
I don't know.
did.
Like,
I like the now I appreciate it more because we are in a new era and I have nostalgia moments from like the 2000s and stuff like that. But um I was always a 90s girl. Like I
okay,
always enjoyed music from the 90s and I was a big West Coast 90s fanatic. And then I ran through all of that. So I was like, well, what was New York talking about that people loved it so much? And then I started listening to that. But mainly I was always just a 90s, early 2000s type person when it came to like hip hop and stuff like that.
okay. I can hear the East Coast kind of style. If y'all checked out that song we just played, I can kind of I can get that vibe from you. So do
Oh
you feel
yeah.
like that when you got to the East Coast, did you like pick up on that more? Did you just kind of listen to a certain rapper, then just kind of like dibble and dabble and all the other stuff? Like where you feel like your style developed from?
So I would say I I don't know, like I the reason why people probably feel like I lean towards like the East Coast type of sound, which I don't feel like I do. But I feel like the reason why people feel like that cuz I studied Lil Kim.
Mm. I hear that a
Lil
lot too. I
Kim
think that
and Biggie's flow, they was pretty much Lil Kim was is my favorite East Coast artist.
though, I hear that in you though, because Lil Kim to me, she was super raw as far as like even now with the women that's like in the game. I feel like she was the one that kind of could do the sexual shit and then give you the bars
Mhm.
too, and like rap with the niggas, which I
Yeah.
feel like you can too. Like if I heard of it, she be competing with some of y'all brothers out there too. Now they just defend
Okay.
C's.
I
Yeah, so
look be eating them up.
yeah. Now facts, man, facts. I hope you do win this best FC too, because I feel like you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, for
Thank you.
sure. So when did you like first like start writing? Like when did you write your first rap?
Ninth grade. It's so funny because my first rap was written in ninth grade, and people laugh every time I tell them, but it was two tigers posing Heisman's,
Okay.
and I don't remember the rap per se, but I do remember like pieces of it. But that was the first time I ever like wrote a rap. It was my freshman year at Hickman.
Okay. Do you remember what the content was necessarily about? Like what was you rapping about at that time?
A bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. I didn't start being lyrical until I got to like when cuz I stopped for a little while, then I picked it back up trying to write again, and that's when I feel like I became lyrical was when I was like in 11th grade. That's when I
Okay.
started trying to be on my Kendrick Lamar shit and just be eccentric.
Okay, okay, okay. So it sounds like you like trying to put substance in your bars. You try to intentionally make sure that you talk about some shit.
Mm-hmm. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay. I seen the song that you did, and I'm bringing this up because I got her on as a guest next week too, Miss Amira Wang. I think she's super dope. But y'all had like she just put out
Hello.
stuff. Yeah, she just did. Y'all just did a track together called "The Freak Show" or something. Like, how did that come about? Because that's a
Yes.
wild ass track. Can you speak on that?
Yes, so me and her had actually we went to the studio and we just trying to find like a vibe for what we going for. I knew I wanted to do something like that was up, that was bouncy, something fun. Like when you're working with Amir Wayne,
Yeah.
it's got to be fun. It's got to be just an all around dope ass song. And so we listening to the beat because we've been wanting to work together for years.
Okay.
Like, and she's like personally like a good friend of mine. Like I love Amira Wang to death, like to the
Straight
death of
up.
me. I just love her. And so like we just chilling in the studio making a song or whatever, and the beat come on. She's like, okay, I like that. And then next thing we know, she like, it was the night before Christmas. He had
Uh-huh.
cookies on his wish list. Like we was like,
Right.
oh shit, lay that shit down.
Straight up. So then y'all feel like y'all gonna try to pump that around the holidays, or was it around the holidays when y'all made that?
Oh yeah,
Or-
yep. It was literally, I think it was like 3 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's just that energy. Okay, and transitioning that. Speaking of that, like when you do write your music and stuff, and then I'm gonna go back into like where you kind of transition to. How do
Mhm.
you come up? Like, do you have to like have something that you feed off of in real life when you try to create your music, or like how do you create your stuff?
A lot of times I do write based off of what I'm going through in life, but a lot of times whatever comes to the spirit just flows out. Cause I remember writing about niggas not being shit and I was single as fuck. Like like what do I know? I'm not going through that. You
Right,
know.
right,
And
right.
so it's whatever comes to the spirit at the moment, and it depends on what type of beat I'm listening to. So if I'm listening to a beat and I'm just like, oh, this kind of feels like, oh, like I want to be sad on this song, this is sad ass, this beat makes me feel sad, that's what I'll do.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, a lot of times it do be a lot of stuff that is reflective of my life, like a lot of songs that I've currently written got a lot to do with like my emotions and dealing with it and becoming a new mom and shit like that. So yeah, it's a little bit of mix of both. Like it's random, but when I get in that mode of being like, no, I need to let this out, I will write about something that's personally happening to me.
Okay, okay. And you were speaking about like the beat pulling it out of you. So do you usually when you muster up your music, do you usually go off the beat or do you sometimes go a cappella and put it to a beat? Like how do you work better?
Um, so a lot of times I go based off of the beat.
Okay.
Like it just depends on what mode I'm in at the moment, like what mood I'm in. Like for example, I could be like, oh, I'm in the mood to write, and if I like the beat and I'm like, oh, this shit bounce, I'm gonna write based off of that beat. But
Okay.
sometimes I could be driving and a bar come up in my head and I'm like, oh shit, voice record or let me put that in my notes. So it just depends, but it's
Mm,
mainly based off of what the beat tells me, you know.
okay. 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 So you say you started writing in the ninth grade, you wrote your first verse in there. When was the first time that you actually got in the studio and started putting the music down?
Shit. It's funny. My first time actually recording something in the studio was actually with my cousin Lonnie. That was the
Hmm.
first time I ever put something, been to the studio. Um, and then after that, well, that was my, like the hood studio where they hooked the shit up themselves. That was my first time ever recording. But the first time I was like just in a setting of just like recording and shit like that, and it wasn't on no hood shit, was when I was in college and I recorded the remix to I recorded my version of The Warning by Biggie Smalls, and that was with
No.
Kyrie Stuff. Her name is Ree Divine. She's a dope ass R&B.
Oh, we lost Shay. You back. Don't stop calling you right now. I can't hear you. Nope, you still off. Your mic's still gone. Come out, come back in. We lost Shay for a little bit. We're gonna keep it riding, man. That's Shay Lyriq, man, FMC from Kansas City, man. Real dope, talented individual, man. Nominated for a Kansas City People's Choice Award. Make sure y'all go vote and run that vote up for her, man. Make sure she win. And then next week we do got a Mary Wang on there too. So just run it up. Have them in the top two. Shoot. So we got to see if she comes back here. See, this is why I really like her to do the phones, but you know we got to accompany our guests, man. So if they got things going on, she's a brand new mom and stuff like that. So we'll go see if we get her back here in a second. And this is what we need co-hosts. So if you're looking to be a co-host for the This and That podcast, holla at your boy. So if we do lose a guest, we can continue to go because I don't be having nothing to talk about by myself. Let me see where she go. Let me see. Where you at, woman? Okay, there she go. Let me add her back in. Hold on. Let me add you back. Let me see because I can't say something.
Yes, sir.
All right, you good. We good. All right, now
Okay. We back in the game. Okay.
tell them to stop calling your
My
phone.
bad.
You good. You good. So what was I saying? Oh, when first time you got a lab, you said you did
Yeah.
some home lab, and then what was you saying?
I recorded with Reed Divine, and I redid The Warning by Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
And I put my own twist to it. I put my own story, and it was based off of a true story.
No. And you did grow up in like that mixtape era though. So did you start out like taking other
Mhm.
people's beats and rapping on them?
Hell yeah, and was obliterating they shit. It was fucking them up on their own shit. I
Right.
remember A&T Ass and Titties by 21 Savage.
Yeah,
Breaking Up with the
yeah,
City Girls.
yeah.
Let's pour that up. I remember I did a remix to Party and Cardi B's Backing It Up. I think that's what that song was called. Backing It
Backing
Up.
it up. Mm-hmm.
Blue Faces, Tatiana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blueface Tatiana. Okay. And when you first stepped in the booth, was you nervous? Like, how did you feel when you first got in there and you first started really laying your shit down?
I had the BGs, man. I was so nervous. Oh my god, stomach trembling. I was so nervous. I was like, I just hope I don't fuck this up. But the night before, I was so prepared. Like, I went over the verse like 50, 11 times. Like I went over a million times to try to, you know, make sure I perfect it. So by the time I got to the studio, I did that shit in one take, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
done.
Okay.
And my girl Ree Devon, she was like, it called my who's a good friend of mine now, Rob, called him to the studio. Was like, get your ass up here. You got to listen to this. This is the craziest shit I ever heard. That's when I knew, yeah, it
That you
was
had
over.
it.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. And then so from there, did like you started like doing features for people? Did you start working on the album? Like from that point, once you realized like, yeah, I really love this shit. Like, what was your next step with like your music and your career?
I was just trying to figure out my place and footing in the music industry and just still trying to find my sound. Since I was so new, I wanted to get more well versed with being a rapper because I was pretty new at it. So I was still doing like the old school delivery and just trying to find my sound. And at that time, I really didn't know what the scene in Kansas City was doing. I definitely ventured out to try to find out. But for the most part, no, I recorded my remixes, posted it, and had people listen to them. And then from there, I didn't start doing music fully until I graduated school. I wanted to make sure that I graduated college first before I had went any further. But up until then, I would just record songs, and people did ask me. I would just do little projects and shit at school with people that I was cool with.
Okay. Okay. And then from the state, I mean, from the booth, did you like think about the performance part of that, or was you not into that yet? How did the performance transition come? Like when you start performing on stage? Because I've seen you perform.
Oh
Well,
shit.
I see you doing music videos.
Yeah, for sure. So I came a long way even with that. Like I was always nervous. I was always shy, so I never really liked people looking at me. And so the first time I ever got up on the stage was actually for a beauty pageant, which is ironic. And that was the first time I ever rapped in front of people.
Okay.
But my first time like going into like performances and knowing like, no, this is what I'm here to show people my music, was I was actually with my boy Ontario, and I was just really just going to support him, and he was just like, nah, you got to get up there too. And I'm like, are you for real? He's like, yeah, you get your ass up there because you can rap too. And so I got up there and I went to one mic stand at a Waze that was happening every Thursday. And I got up there and was nervous. I could have shit a brick. I could have shit a brick, like honestly. And I got up there, rapped. I rapped just like this. But the bars was like hitting to where people was just like, oh shit, like you can rap, girl. Like this is hard. And so
Right.
doing those almost every Thursday and just always being a frequent up there, it warmed me up to being able to perform in front of people. So I will always tell artists too. Side note, always like show up to like different open mics and shit. They're usually very supportive, even if they feel like you suck or you feel like you suck. You will always, it won't be in vain. You will always get that type of support to be like, okay, well, I want to at least get up there and try. Always start at open mics. That's just my honest opinion.
Okay, okay, that's a some good advice. Let me ask you on that too, because you said like if you suck or if people feel you suck, like have you ever got to a point in your career or when you started like getting into it that you felt like discouraged, like maybe this ain't what I should be doing, or have you always had the confidence knowing that this is where you should be at?
Um,
Shout out to Earth
no,
Phenom tapping in.
I ain't gonna lie. Like that's one thing that I could honestly say. Like I never felt like I sucked. You know, like that's one thing I can honestly say. Like I always look back and be like, ugh, I thought that was good. I fucking sucked back then. I always come back to it and be like, ugh. But for the most part, nope.
You
Like
always
I always felt like I was pretty confident in what it was that I was doing, even if it didn't show because I was, yeah, I'd be nervous, but that's more so I don't mess up.
okay, okay. So, do you think that confidence that you have was that instilled in something that just your upbringing, or did you like develop that and have to become confident at a point in your life, or you always just been a confident individual?
Oh no, I had to develop that.
She
I
said,
definitely
"Hold on."
had to develop it. Oh yeah, it was not naturally there. Like I said earlier, like I've always been super shy. I didn't like people looking at me. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I was that one kid that be laughing. That be like, I know you ain't laughing. So I always wanted to be in the background. Like, I am good. I am cool. But I ain't gonna lie, I think it was my like family and shit hyping me up and going to the open mics and seeing people's reactions that made me be like, hmm, I actually don't, okay, yeah, I
Okay.
got this in the bag.
So, speak on that part that you just said about your family coming out and supporting you. Do you feel like that support system helped keep your confidence in that same place? And the second question, do you feel like it is important to have that good support system trying to be in the field of entertainment, doing your stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. It definitely does. Like, if it wasn't like for my family support, I can't lie, I don't know where my music is and stuff would be. Like, I feel like that is a game changer. And it'd be unfortunate seeing a lot of people don't have that, because seeing people show up for you and genuinely be happy for you will make you be like, all right, I have to make it. I wanna see all of us happy. I want y'all to be proud of me. This is something I'm glad that y'all believe in me, even when I feel like I don't believe in myself half like a lot of the time, which doesn't happen often, but when it does, my family is able to reel me back in and be like, you too dope for all that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. So it always was something I feel like helped me out and made a big difference. Cause imagine you trying to do music and your family, your brother or somebody come up like, God damn, like, girl, keep your day job. Don't you quit. Don't look, put the mic down. Don't hurt nobody.
Right, right. I mean, but even if they did, and you felt like he was dope, then what
Hey,
would
you
be your
keep
advice?
going. Hey, but I'm just
Right.
saying, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have people be in your corner and be like, nah, we're gonna do this. Like, I think what also helped, like, for example, my mama, she would like, I don't know, she'll wake me up. They'll be kicking it or something like that. She'll wake me up, be like, now rap. Go ahead, rap. And I'll be like, no, I don't want to rap. But I feel like that let me know, that was like an ego boost to be like, oh shit, like maybe I am really dope at this. And just seeing my family show up to like all my shows, video shoots, and things like that,
Hmm.
it makes me feel reassured.
Okay, okay. When you do have those times, like you said, it don't happen often, but if you do have those times, and just say for instance, you don't have like family around, and like especially with Kansas City coming up in this in our our culture of entertainment. I'm glad you ain't said nothing like that, but I've had a lot of people come on the show. But just in that, how Kansas City is, sometimes it's not a lot of support, quote unquote, or if you didn't have your family and you was down in that low spot, what would be something that you would be able to do to yourself to kind of tell yourself to like, hey, I am this person, or like, how would you bring yourself up out of that without like support on the outside?
So I feel like you need a hint of like delusion a little bit. Whether you're good or not, you gotta feel like, oh, I'm about to be with Beyonce and them soon, and just knowing that. And also I'm a Pisces, so I'm a dreamer, and my
Oh
head just be,
no, not a
my
Pisces.
imagination be crazy. So it's like
Yeah,
I feel like I could do whatever I put my mind to. I do not do
yeah.
well with projection and things like that. I'm very adventurous when it comes to what it is that I want to do.
Okay, okay. So just keep it in your mind that I'm gonna get it done. Period. Period.
Hmm.
Even if nobody
Regardless,
believe in you, I feel you. I feel you. I
yeah,
feel you.
because
That's
I'm
dope.
sure people feel like people. Because I didn't used to always be this confident, and I was a little socially like awkward. And so I'm sure a lot of people who I probably went to school with now probably be like, this bitch, like, no, this is me. I
Right.
just didn't want to show everybody that side of me, but this is a gift to the world. So I'm sure people feel some type of way, about it or whatever, but it is what it is. So whether you got the city support or not, hey,
That's what's up. No, you ain't gonna feel away, man. That's what it's there for. I mean, if you ain't got haters, then you might not be doing something right anyway. You feel me? So,
yeah.
you definitely got to keep rocking. So like now that you in the lab, you doing all your shit. You feeling yourself. Did you start like creating projects? Like when was your first album that you created? Did what was your first project that you put out, and when you do that?
So my first project that I put out was the Illi City Angel EP in 2002, and I had curated that with my boy Cole Red. Shout out to Cole Red and Cole Red and LA the Brother Man. Shout out to him too. Look,
Okay.
those are my guys. So by this time I had been rapping for 3 years, and I was like, that's crazy, I have never put out a project. And he was like, well shit, let's do something about that then. And so that's when I put together my first project. Me, Cole Red, LA the Brother Man, we was meeting up pretty much every, what day was that, Tuesday, every Tuesday, and was cooking up music. We cooked up so much music to where it was like, nah, like let's put this shit together. Like it's time. 3 years and dropping no project. People respect me. By this time, people respect me in the city. I had already been nominated for Best Female Rapper at the Kansas City People Choice Awards. I've done so much before I even put out a project. So
Mm,
I was like, this is the time right now. I had just turned 25. Look, I was like, yeah, let's go.
right. So you said you've been nominated before. So how many times you've been nominated for Kansas City People Choice Award, and have you won yet?
I haven't won yet, but I have been nominated once before.
Okay. Okay. So it's your second time.
Yeah, because
All
I
right.
can't
Well,
lie, like I kind of fell off of, you know, the whole like awards season shit. And, I was too busy. Like last year, I was a new mom.
mhm.
That wasn't on my mind at all. And then the year before, I just posted about it, but then I didn't really push towards it. Not sure why I didn't. Like sometimes you get in your mood to be like, well, fuck everybody. I don't need nobody's
Yeah.
validation. You
Yeah.
know, and I wasn't going to like really pursue it this year either. But then my manager was like, girl, are you crazy? Like, why not? Like, it won't hurt you to do so. Like, I
Hmm.
had to get a real ego check to being
Yeah.
like, yeah, you might feel like you're bigger than that, or we're not bigger than that, but like you might feel like I don't want to have to promote anything. I don't. I know. I feel like I'm the best regardless.
Right.
I had the real like ego check with that, just being like, no, like I mean, it won't hurt you to try.
Okay. Okay. And when you just said that too, the ego check, do you feel like in some artists' careers that mentality or their egos hold them back in certain situations, or how do you feel about that?
Yeah. For sure. I feel like that's just eating up the industry, whether you're underground artist or a big artist or not. Because now everybody trying to drop like they Beyonce. They'll drop like, let's say they'll promote the shit 2 days or a day before it comes out and expect the biggest no, things
Right.
like that. I feel like we're really going through an apocalypse of people with big egos and trying to be. I feel like people are trying to force themselves to be mysterious. And I've
Mm.
and I've done that before too, and I had to really check myself, just being like, "Girl, don't nobody know you." Like,
Hmm.
calm down. Let's really, we got to be humble about this. We're gonna do the
Right.
grassroots work. You can't drop like you Beyonce, cause baby, we ain't there. We ain't got to that point yet.
Right. Right. So where do you draw the line between like someone saying, "Hey, you should do this," and you saying, "I don't think this is morally or this is not inside of something that I feel like I should do," versus saying, "Okay, maybe I should take the suggestion." Like, is there a certain line that you may draw and say, like, "Nah, I can't do that," regardless if you feel like I should?
Yeah, I feel like if it's harmful to me or another person, that's one thing I won't be willing to do. Like if it's degrading to someone, whether me or somebody else, whether it's something degrading or just outright just hurtful, or harmful to my brand. If I feel like I'm not going to get anything from it with my brand, I definitely just won't do it. Or
Okay,
if it's not beneficial financially as well, because it's just like, look, we trying to run up the bag. It's not a lot of options for small artists, for underground artists. So shit, we got to do what's best for us.
for sure, for sure. So no Diddy parties then. We did no Diddy.
Yeah, no, 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 no. I don't. I feel like if it disrupts my peace, I don't want it that bad. Like
Yeah.
I want this music shit so bad, but not so bad to where it dehumanizes me or anybody else that's around me. If I'm gonna regret the decision or feel like fucked up about the decision, I'm not gonna do it. No matter how much money somebody might wave in my face. Like it's because to me, fame and money can also be a prison. Like people could try to hold that type of shit over your head. It just be a lot that's with that. So I always say stand your ground and mean what you say and move with a purpose, because like shit like that is going to come. They're gonna try to find, I feel like people will try to find your like vices and try to suck you up into some bullshit. But it's up
Hmm.
to you to let them. Like you don't have to adhere to the rules that's set in place by other human beings. Like, no, move how you want to move. This your playground too.
Facts, facts. So y'all hear it first. She ain't selling her soul. She don't care what the bag
Yeah,
is.
no,
You feel
no.
me?
And
So
I'm gonna do what I want to do on my time, and it ain't gonna be no. I'm compromising me, my family, my friends. It ain't gonna be none of that. Hell no, not for a bag. Like a bag ain't worth it. What's the point of being at the top if you there by yourself and you ain't got nobody to share it with?
yeah, or can't look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "That's still me."
Yeah.
You be like, "Yeah."
What Eddie
So
Griffin say? Can't run from yourself.
nah, you can't. You can't. You're gonna have a hard time looking at yourself every day when you can't face it.
Hmm.
Shit. So I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you got a cousin that's real big in the entertainment world, man. That be doing a lot of stuff for artists, really dealing, man. So like
Hmm.
speak on your realist relationship. Like I don't know. I can't say if he push you a lot, but do you like network with him to try to get your music out there and stuff like that, or what kind of situation y'all got?
For sure. Like anytime, it's always love anytime I see my cousin. Like he's hilarious. He cracks me up. And I feel like he really does. Anytime it's something going on and he see me and it be like, let's say I join one of the lives, he would stop whatever he's talking about. Be like, hold on, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Hold on. My cousin is in here. Shout out to
Right.
Shay Lyriq. She got this, she got that. She colder than all y'all. I be like this, like, oh Lord. Hey guys.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's
Yeah,
up
like
now.
he's definitely supportive. I fuck with him heavy.
That's what's up. He ain't done you none of them verses yet though. So,
Hey,
but
look, I ain't
who
gonna
would
lie.
you?
Like I ain't mad at that. Let me build this cat. I'm building up my catalog. I'm
Uh-huh.
getting my look.
Who
I
who
get
you
there.
think who you think you'll be a good verses with if you want to go there? You don't have to answer that.
I don't know, cause my style is like different than most people in Kansas City, so it will have to make sense.
I got you. I can see you. I don't know. I don't know. Just like a Nina Dot Ross or something. I don't know, but I don't know. She dope too. But so you then hit the stage and you got your albums out and you rolling with this thing. So like, what's your goals and aspirations? How far are you trying to take it? Like, where you see yourself in the next 5 years with this music?
I ain't gonna lie, I see myself at the top. I really want to be one of the innovators for the new generation coming in. Like I want to my goal is to really take over, like be the industry darling, not necessarily just being popular and famous and just get whatever I want, but I want to be able to be respected in whatever room I walk in. I see myself making a bag in this music thing, not that I'm doing it for like money per se, but I do see myself feeding my family with this music shit by touring, getting dope big features. I definitely see myself doing that in the future and really taking it to the next level, like being a visionary, showing people it ain't no limits to this shit. You could still be a female artist, be about your bars and all that, but still make music that people want to listen to. That's always been my goal. Like, yeah, I could be lyrical all day, but I still want to make sure I make music that people actually want to enjoy. I see myself setting it up for women being the refreshment that female hip hop needs. Well, hip hop in general, because I feel like hip hop was going through a drought for a while. Like for the last like year or two, it was kind of hard in hip hop when it just comes out to like listening to music and things like that. I want to be that bomb that drops like how Kendrick and Drake was when they came out.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and it's crazy you compare yourself to the man and shit too. So that's pretty dope because you got Nicki out there, but you on the Kendrick and Drake level. And that's the thing, like Kendrick and them, maybe I don't know if they want to see you though. But so you say you're gonna be on top. Do you have like, if say for instance, if you did have the opportunity right now to get you a feature from one of the top artists, who would that artist be? Who would you pick to get that feature from?
Duckworth's son, Kendrick motherfucking Lamar. It has to be. Yeah.
K Dot. That's the
K Dot.
Gemini.
Yeah. I need it.
That's the
Come on.
Gemini. Okay, so you speaking of Kendrick, I'm gonna have to ask since it's going on right now with the little drop and give me 50. Who you feel like winning it right now, Drake or K Dot?
I ain't gonna lie, and this is just my unbiased opinion. I like push ups. Drop and give me 50 was hard. It's good. But my nigga, it's not enough. Like that, like I feel like if Kendrick really like, and people keep saying, oh, he was on tour and stuff. That's why he took 3 weeks. I don't give a damn. When I see artists recording music on tour buses with that little round thing, I don't give a fuck. So I feel like y'all let Drake take as long as he wanted to. Let Kendrick take as long as he want, because when he drops, it's not going to be pretty. They don't want to
Okay.
see the 5'5" Gemini. They don't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Five Gemini. I don't know the little dude. He is holding it down. He's Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so I got a root for him. But I feel like I'm on the Scorpio side with Drake. I think he kind of pulling his card right now. But that's just my opinion.
I don't, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't think so. I feel like it's more so scrambling than pulling his card. Cause what
Hmm.
could he really fucking say? Like I was even listening to like different opinions and stuff of people in the industry. I don't like that whole. You gonna wait on me to drop, and then when I do finally drop, nah, you gotta hurry up and drop, and I'm gonna put out another one. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and now I'm
Hmm.
gonna troll you online. Kendrick don't be
Right.
online for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga
Yeah.
don't be
Yeah.
on Twitter every fucking day. He don't be on. He ain't looking at Drake's story on Instagram. You get what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He
He
not
not.
doing the games. Like, I feel like I think Drake is trying to play like the social media game and sway people
Hmm.
on social media. But if you're
Hmm.
looking at this in real time, who gives a fuck how long Kendrick's gonna take? Y'all didn't give
Hmm.
a fuck how long Drake took. So much
Yeah. I
shit
mean,
happened
yeah.
between when him and Drake dropped. I mean, between like the diss and Drake drop, like so much
Hmm.
happened between that. Like I respect him responding. I do. Like, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I respect it. And I liked the song. I thought the song was hard. But like, what could
Yeah.
you really say? Like, okay, he got small feet. So what the fuck they got to do with rap?
How the
He
fuck you make
sell.
that?
You can't say, you can't brag about your how much album sales you got. This nigga sells a lot of albums. This nigga
Yeah.
got the accolades and shit. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't
Yeah.
play them industry games with a giant.
Yeah, yeah.
He might be
Winfrey,
short,
though,
but he's still a giant. It is
nah,
what it
facts.
is.
He carry a lot of weight. I mean, I feel like it's good for rap just to bring it back to the verses and
Yeah.
the substance in it. So I think
And I
that's
feel
real
like you
dope.
can't rush greatness. You can't rush like the same way you wanted grace because you was on tour and all that. I don't know what the fuck Duckworth's son got going on. But I tell you this, like when he do finally drop, and I'm not putting the time limit on his drop because shit,
Hmm.
it's not gonna be pretty. I honestly feel like because it was like it really wasn't nothing that Drake could really pull out to say about him. Like your splits, you drop it, give me 50. Okay, nigga,
Hey,
we not about to. You was signed to Birdman, my guy.
hey, all I'm gonna say, Shay, is they better leave that light skinned motherfucker alone. That's all. Cause
I fuck with
hey,
him. That's why I love Drake.
hey, them light skinned niggas been up lately. Chris Brown, this and Quavo, so shit. Pat Mahomes, like the light
Quavo
skinned
light
niggas.
skin too, so yeah, they also
Quavo,
trickle
he got
down.
light skinned personality. He brown skinned though. He ain't high
It's
yellow.
evened out.
Yeah, yeah. No, facts, facts. You just recently put out another album that the BBB was on. What was that LP? Because you had a song, your son and thing on there. You got a song on there called Exhale that I really fucking love. That shit hard.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
called Illi City Summers. I dropped that last
Illicit.
July. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And that was an amazing project. I felt like it showed the evolution with my songwriting.
Mm,
Um, and just showed the evolution of how I just curate music overall. And that project was way more personal. I talked more about like relationships, me becoming a mom, just different things, and just talking about coming back into the rap world and saying, "Nigga, I ain't never left. Let me dust off this seat real quick." I
right.
got, I got up, I took a little break, a little bathroom break, but bitch, I'm back. Scoot over, get out my seat.
Right, right. To show them you ain't played to be played with. And just to go back on the battle thing. So if anybody was to ever like come to you as an MC, just on some MC shit, would you get into a battle kind of beef with another MC female or male?
Yeah, I mean,
Huh?
it's hip hop at the end of the
Yeah,
day. It's
right.
hip hop. Like, am I going to be excited about it? I ain't gonna lie. I'm a very nice person, and I don't like saying mean things about people unless you genuinely really did something. So it's just like if you're gonna make me say mean things, oh yeah, you're in for a treat. Cause now I gotta go. Cause why you making me be mean and low vibrational?
Right,
It
right.
is
But
what it is.
the way you said I'm a nice person seemed kind of crazy, but I'm gonna leave it at that though. That's the Pisces. I ain't even check. My daughter's a
Yeah,
Pisces. My mama's a Pisces. Nah,
you
you
know
can't.
what's up?
Yeah, you can't trick me with
Like
that
you
one.
trying to make me step on my element?
Yeah,
Oh,
you gonna give me
yeah.
that back of fish coming in this motherfucker for a second?
Mm-hmm.
No. Uh, so as far as Kansas City go, in the music city of Kansas City, do you got anybody like in the town that you would like to work with or that you haven't worked with? No,
Yeah.
you did a Mary Wayne. That's dope shit.
Oh yeah, that was definitely hard. I would definitely like to work with Kai Colors. That's one I would like to work with. He's super dope. Um, shoot, Miss Kush, Roblo, super dope artist. Who else I haven't worked with? I would like to work with MB5A. He's super hard.
Okay,
Let me see who else. It's a lot of dope ass artists in the city. It's super dope.
that's what's up. So if you hear them, you think they dope. You say you a rock with them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. But then you was uh recently had just did a podcast the last week. Hold on, let me get my information right. I'm a Negro sometimes too.
Yeah,
So try to
yeah.
get my we try to get my questions. Okay. Do you got any like other business adventures that you be doing besides just music and stuff like that? Or you got your hands in anything else?
At the moment, I got some things brewing, but I'm more of a person that want to wait till it comes out
Mm,
and then announce it. But it is some other adventures that I will be getting into that I'm excited
okay.
about. And it's going to be with my manager, so I'm really happy about that. But so
Okay.
far as of right now, I'm just preparing for my new single, Knocking Doors, to come out May 8th. I'm really
Okay.
excited.
Got a new single coming out, man. Hey, you working on a new project, or you just trying to do the single game right now?
I'm doing the single game right now. Oh, you
Okay.
know when it's album mode or project mode. You know.
Oh, We how would we know that? Like you gonna have like a campaign or something going?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like once you know, you know. Like I feel like I'm definitely one of those grassroots type artists. If I got a project coming out, I'll make sure that's put out there and take heed, y'all.
Okay.
Shay about to drop.
Okay. You
Drop
ain't doing it
everything. Shay is dropping.
straight up. No Beyonce surprise shit. You gonna know for
No.
2-3 weeks I'm
Hell
coming
no.
and get prepared
Fuck
for it.
no. Oh
And
yeah.
then it looked like you done got into some acting.
Acting?
Yeah, you've done acting before. I don't know. I'm looking at this on here. I don't know. Is this it says activist, black issues, and acting, or is that something you aspire to get into one day? You trying to get into some acting?
Activist? Yeah. Like where I plan to lend my voice, like I want to like build me a platform to where I could speak on more issues when it comes to black people, the black youth, things that we face on a day to day, like our inner city issues with Kansas City and just being, just a voice for the voiceless.
Hmm. The 99%. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Now I fuck with your vibes though, man. Like you're a real
Thank
dope
you.
artist, man. And I just want to bring you here, give you your flowers and stuff. I don't know. Would you consider yourself a new artist, or what would you consider yourself? You consider yourself a vet? What do you consider yourself in the game?
Um I definitely don't consider myself a new artist anymore. I've been in the game for about 5 years now, like actively doing shows, like releasing music, creating new music, um, all the whole nine. So I've been doing that for about 5 years now. So I would say I'm pretty seasoned, and I
Okay.
have a pretty good idea of how this industry shit goes.
Okay. Well, don't get tricked by none of these motherfuckers out here in the game either, and stay on your shit. And you already know I'm rocking with you all day long. We gonna get into these little this and that questions, man, before we get to wrapping this thing up. Like I said, I do appreciate you coming out.
For sure,
Um,
thanks for having me.
yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And I'm gonna see you. You gonna be on. I'm gonna see you on the TVs and stuff like that. Just let me get
Yeah,
the ticket. Let me get a ticket to the show +1 or something. You feel me?
I
Well, I
got
ain't
you.
gonna.
Look,
I ain't
you
no
in
plus.
there.
I ain't got no +1 right now, but I'm gonna get a +1. All right, so we we gonna get into these just to that questions. And the first one that I always like to jump out with, man, because I feel like this is a real dope ass question, just to kind of see what people's minds is.
Mhm.
Which one would you rather have, love or money?
Money.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
Pisces in me was like love, love, love. The logic in me was like no money. Like fuck love if you broke. Shit, look,
Yeah,
you in survival mode. Shit,
okay. So you said the money, the money. I
hmm
would you rather have too much sleep or too little sleep?
too much sleep.
You understand?
Look, oh, I love sleep. I could boil something could piss me off. I'll take a nap. That
Oh my
cures everything.
god.
Cause I'm a
Uh,
lucid dreamer, man. So look,
okay.
get me to sleep any day.
Okay. All right. Well, I can dig that. I can dig that. I mean, I guess everybody let that sleep though. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
Sunrise or sunset?
sunset. It's something about a sunset. Listening to West Side Connection. It's a beautiful
Okay.
thing. It
Okay.
reminds me of summer. Oh my god, nostalgia.
You say you keep going back. All right.
Yeah.
Music festival, art festival.
Music festival,
Okay. Basketball or football?
football, all day, football.
Chiefs fan?
Hell yeah,
All right. All
oh
right.
yeah. I cried when we lost against the Patriots in 2018.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I cried, but I was
I
heartbroken.
cried. I'm a hardcore Chiefs fan. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I was crying all through her Edwards years and all that shit. Yeah, that was cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
terrible. When we had
yeah.
what was his name? I remember we had
We
Brody
had so many.
Croyle,
Yeah, Brody
Scotty
Crow.
Pippen. Boy, them bitches.
Look,
Shit.
what you know about that? Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner. Din.
Okay. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix. Fuck Hulu. I ain't never fucked with Hulu ever.
No.
They the reason we in this mess now with all the streaming services having ads.
Yeah, because they did kind of like tear the game up.
Fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
for
did.
real.
They came through and fucked the game up. I got a few more before we get to the Kansas City base ones. I like to give my favorite ones in that I like to ask because they just be
Okay.
wild. Pirates and Ninjas.
Ninjas.
Okay. I don't think
But yeah,
nobody picked pirates. I
really,
don't, I don't think
pirates is
so.
so. I like pirates, but they stink.
I, I guess. I think I can't
I
say
was
what I'm gonna pick.
always into martial arts films and
Yeah,
Five Element Ninjas, Tai
fact.
Chi Master. Like I'm always into martial arts, so I'm
Ninjas.
gonna pick ninja.
Yeah, ninjas cool because they light on their feet, so I see it too. I fuck with ninjas as well. Onion rings or French fries.
Onion ring,
Okay. A yacht or a jet ski.
a yacht.
Okay. And then this is the last one before we go to the Kansas City side. Unicorn or a dragon.
Unicorn. I'm such a
That's what I'm
girl.
talking
Give
about.
me a
Yeah, ain't nothing
unicorn.
wrong. Hey, unicorns is cool. You ain't gotta be a girl to get this magical horse. It's like it's to me. I picture it like
Like,
being
what
your
am I gonna
genie.
do with a dragon?
You can go
No.
burn some people things down and fly. You know, remember the never ending story. I don't know
Look,
if
but
you
why would
on
I
that.
want to do that? I don't want to hurt. Look, Let me ride off with the unicorns on the rainbow. Yep.
Yeah, unicorn can create a dragon. That's what people ain't understand. Let me show you because I want to get my thoughts about the other thing. All right, let's go to the Kansas City side. We're gonna flip it on over and we're gonna run it like the first one I always gotta do. Gates or Arthur Bryant's.
Gates. The hell,
That's how
Arthur Brown?
that's where it's like a broken record with that one. Gates or and you probably gonna pick this one. Gates or Big T's.
Big T's.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have waited to Big T's. I figured you were gonna pick that. I kind of cheated that one, but all right, cool. We're gonna keep it going now since you picked Big T's. I fuck with Big T's. Royals are well, I guess no, the Royals are Chiefs because that ain't basketball football.
Chiefs.
I figure. I mean, yeah, because you picked the football. Mayor Cleveland or Mayor Lucas, if you know Cleveland.
I never even. I don't even know if I was even born, but I'm gonna
With
still
Cleveland.
pick Cleaver. I'm gonna still pick Cleaver.
Okay, okay.
Mayor
So
Lucas got
every
me. Quentin Lucas got me blocked on Twitter.
do
Cause I voiced my opinions about him making the base of rent affordable
we?
for one bedrooms 1,200. You got me
Hey,
flat.
nah,
Fuck.
that's crazy. If he did that, I'm about to block his ass on Twitter. I know you ain't out here doing that,
He
Mr.
had me
Lucas.
hot. He had me hot.
Oh, no, man. We're going to have to go holler at Mr. Ballhead Nut. Oak Park Mall or Independence Mall?
Oak Park, of course.
Okay. And then Westport or Plaza?
Plaza, definitely Plaza.
Hold on. I didn't win off. Let me go switch my camera real quick. You can still keep going.
Okay.
Let me see. We're going to say Richard Tech.
Tech.
Where my other camera at?
I went through my tech phase, like I don't, and then I ain't gonna lie, that's part of the reason why it was just something about seeing tech and K Stylists just do numbers on YouTube and just do big shit, seeing tech on BET and shit. It does.
Uh-huh.
I went through my phase where I was just so proud to just be from Kansas City. But yeah,
Straight
tech.
up. Straight up. Tech. I'll pick Tech too, because that's my motherfucking ninja. And then this is the last and not least
Okay,
prospect of truth.
Truth.
Truth. Okay, huh? Okay. I'm gonna have to do
Truth
my
got the
setup.
boutiques, and
Yeah.
the Truth got the shit. Look, they got the boutiques. What's the name is on Go Chicken Go is on Truth. Come on now.
Go chicken go. Yeah, that's what do got the fooderies and the eateries though. But yeah, nah,
Hmm.
you right, you right. But hey, man, it's been another dope show, Miss Shay. Do you got any shout outs to anything you want to give out before we wrap this thing on up?
Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody that comment that I seen. I seen my boy Irv on there, YGKC. Thank y'all for commenting. But also, I really want to give a shout out to my team, everybody that's in the brand. You know, my stylist, Erica, my hairstylist, Anissa, my manager Taylor, my engineer Red, and my producer. And LA, the brother man, my other producer, shoot, Morgan Jones, who's my creative director and photographer, Darian Case, DC Empathy, that's also my videographer, photographer, creative director. Shout out to him, my boy G Flex, who's my graphic designer. Who else am I gonna shout out? everybody that's just on my team, everybody that believes in the Shay Lyriq brand, that want to see me go to the next level. Shout out to you as well.
I
You have
appreciate
always
it.
been a big supporter of mine, like, and just really pushing me to
Keep it
keep
going.
going. Yeah, shout out to my parents. Shout out to like my son. That's my heart, that's my baby.
Straight up.
And just everybody that just truly supports me, like my family, like my cousins and everybody, my boy Quarter Key, my cousin Kiki. Girl, look, I'm shouting out everybody. Let me hush.
Now you good. Get your shit out. That's what it's for, man. Just
My
get your
brother, my
fines.
sister, look, shout out to
Yeah.
y'all.
You get the
My brother
fines back,
Nana,
man.
my brother
That's what
Rex, my sister Tay Tay. Look, I'm gonna shout everybody out.
everybody. Make your cousin Kiki. Nah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
my
Straight up.
nieces and nephews. Look, everybody
All
in
right.
there.
Hey, no, but now you're a good motherfucking person, man.
Thank you.
I would be happy today that you get to rep Kansas City for the ladies too, man. So just keep pushing. Like I said, I'm gonna always support, man. Keep making that dope ass music. And
Thank you.
everybody keep tuning in, man. Tapping in every week, man. We got Miss Shay Lyriq in the building. Kansas City, Illi City Angel in the building, man. Go make sure y'all cop our new single. Download straight that shit on the 8th. We're gonna have a link when this shit get posted for the vote. Go run our votes up. And we're gonna
Hell
tap
yeah.
into y'all next week, man. Keep God first, stay positive as possible. I'm your host, Alexander the Great, and this is the This and That podcast. We go.